Well, good morning. Nanook of the North reporting here. Today is Friday, November 10th, and you can tell by the way I'm dressed. It's cold. It's really cold. I even have gloves on. It's about 9 o'clock. It is 18 degrees, and with the wind chill, it is 6 below. But I'm still walking my 2 miles. My kids, especially Christy, hates this coat. It's kind of ugly, I'll admit. I don't know if you can see it. It's not the best looking coat in the world, but I bought it in 1990. I get my money's worth. I paid $29.99 for this coat on sale. And it's going almost 20 years. What, 17 years? It's almost a little over $1 a year. Well worth it. Well worth it. It's very warm. I like my other coat better because it's lighter, but it's still warm. But it's not warm enough for this weather. Julie Courtney, where were you last night? Where were you? I needed you. I needed you so badly because she said somebody had brought chocolate chip cookies into her work, and she said, no cookies for me. So she was really good. Jim goes hunting every year at this time of year, and Christy makes him oatmeal cookies and chocolate chip cookies to bring on his trip. And last night, after I closed out my vlog, and it was probably close to 10 o'clock at night, I just wanted something sweet. And so I had 2 chocolate chip cookies. They were so good, but I was already over my points for the day because I had that donut in the morning. And I do find that it is like a trigger food. I could be following my program just fine, no problems. I have no guilt, no shame, no feeling of neglect, no feeling of deprivation, none of that. But as soon as I put sugar in my body revolts, and it remembers how sweet that was. Not that it was good for me, but how sweet that was. And I just was all day craving. I told you I made the what do you call it? Carrot cake and pumpkin pie, which I don't like. So they weren't tempting. But I forgot to tell you, I made brownies. And those were so tempting, but I have to tell you, I didn't have one. I steered away from it, but I so wanted one. And so I was so proud of myself. So then to give in to the cookies, it was just, I don't know. It just really wasn't. It was good. And I didn't even consider it a treat. I considered it a cheat at that point. The treat was knowing that I was spending time with my granddaughter at school. The cheat was it was 10 o'clock at night, and I should have had just a glass of water or something. But I chose, as they said in the Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, I chose poorly. And it's just going to come back to bite me in the butt in more ways than one. But I'm going to stay on track today. I don't have any brownies left. They're gone. So that's out of the house. Jim took the cookies with him because he left this morning. And like I told you, I have store-bought cookies in there for the grandkids. They just don't tempt me. I have candy in the candy bowl. It just doesn't tempt me, which is good. Which is really good. I'm not complaining, but I don't know. I have suckers, so if I want it. I was surprised, though, there's 3 points for just a Tootsie Pop. But you know what? Sometimes that'll just do. That's what I really should have had, because I could have just sucked on that for a little while, and that would have lasted longer than the cookie would have, because that cookie was down in no time. A cookie. Listen to me. That cookie. Those cookies. Let's get it right, Sandy. It's not that cookie. It was those cookies, which sounds so much worse, which it was. I haven't decided what I'm going to have for breakfast. I don't have any more grapefruit, and I don't have any more berries. I do have an egg that I already boiled, so I know I'm going to have an egg, but I think I might have oatmeal. It feels like an oatmeal kind of a day, if you know what I mean. And this is not even brisk. This is cold. This is cold, I'll admit it, but that's what I'm going to do. My plans for the day, Alyssa has a half day, so I will pick her up from school, because the school is at the end of my block, but I have a long block, and It's probably, I would say, about 7/10 of a mile, which is not that far. But, you know, if you're cold carrying your clarinet and your backpack and your lunch, well, I don't know if she'll have her lunchbox because she'll probably figure I'm going to feed her. So anyway, I'm going to pick her up, and then no other plans for the day. Just stay in the house and try to stay warm. So let's go for our walk. Delaying it is not going to make it get any warmer. So I'll let you know how cold it really was when I get back. Okay, I'm back. And I'm not going to lie, it was cold. It was very, 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 very cold. It was colder when I walked into the wind, obviously. But I'm a mile into the wind and a mile home from the wind, so that wasn't too bad. I got the walking into the wind part done pretty quick. I'm glad I did it. I got my whole 2 miles in. I talked to Denise on the phone. And you know what? Surprisingly enough, I didn't see not one walker out there. Look how deserted my street looks. There's nobody out. They're all in the house. And I forgot to turn the heat on before I left. Jim and I turn it down to 57 when we go to bed at night. So it's quite chilly when we get up in the morning. And since he's not here, I didn't see the point of turning the heat on until I got back. Because my walk usually takes me anywhere between 30 and 45 minutes. Depends on how fast I walk. Today I didn't walk very fast because it was cold. So it's probably 45 minutes into it. So I'm going to go in, have some water, figure out what I'm going to have for the day to eat. Now, like I said, I've been pretty much on plan. I do think I've been eating too much toast. I'll give you that. I had the 2 slices yesterday and the 2 slices the day before that, and then the bagel the day before that. So I've had a lot of carbohydrates this week. So I don't know that I'm going to have a loss. So I'm kind of bummed about that. But it's like I've told you more than once, and I'll tell you again and again and again, this is my life. And as long as I'm not putting on mass amounts of weight, I could live with a pound or 2. Well, I could live with it. I don't want to do it, but I could live with it. But I want to lose. That's the whole point of this journey. I want to get to that 75-pound charm. That's my next goal. And I'm not going to do that if I keep eating bread and bagels and donuts and chocolate chip cookies. You know what? Now that I think about it, I probably will have a gain. Who am I kidding thinking I'm going to have a loss? But that doesn't mean I'm not going to stay on. Ooh, it's getting breezy. Let's go in the garage. That doesn't mean I'm not going to stay on my program, because I am definitely going to stay on my program today. And be diligent about what I'm eating. See my nose? You can't see how red it is, but it's... Oh, I got a new hat. The covers, I don't know if you can see it, the tips of my ears. I have to get a better hat, though. But this was very warm. It was warmer than the baseball cap, so I'm going to go buy me another knit hat. I have to go to the store after my Weight Watchers meeting tomorrow to buy Remy's birthday present. So I think I'm going to buy me a hat. I like the cute hats. You know I'm old, and I know that I should stay away from the cutesy hats. But who am I kidding? I don't really care. As long as I'm warm, that's all that matters. And this is the beginning of winter. Winter doesn't officially arrive till December 22nd. But if you live in the north or the Midwest, it has arrived. And we're supposed to get snow soon. I know that Minnesota and Wisconsin already got snow. So it's heading this way. Okay, enough babbling. Let's go have something to drink. Okay, I was wrong. My coat is 27 years old. Well, this is a really different breakfast for me, let me tell you. I have a cup of tea. I got mixed berry tea. I'm going to try that. I usually just drink black tea, but I got a mixed berry tea. We'll see. And my water, as usual. I started my day with a prayer. I've drank 50 ounces of water so far. I've walked 5,495 steps. It's not so much a quote, but a motto, I guess. It's always remember your non-scale victories. Your clothes fit better, you have more energy, you have better sleep, and you have fewer cravings. That's so true, because I have cravings this morning because I had those cookies before I went to bed last night. So it's 34 smart points. I have 2 points for my hard-boiled egg, 4 points for my half a cup of oatmeal, 1 point for my quarter cup of 2% milk, and 0 for my banana, my tea, and my water. So it's a 7-point breakfast because I am eating earlier today. It's only 11 o'clock. It's very early. Look at that's really early for me. But we'll see. Okay, this doesn't happen very often for me, but I'm very hungry still. So I think I'm going to get 3 meals in today. I know everybody in the normal realm of life and everyday world eats a breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but that's just not something that I do. But guess what? I'm going to do it today because I'm hungry. So I have 27 Smart Points. I have 1 for my small can of tuna. It's 3 ounces. It's the Bumblebee packed in spring water for 1 point. 1 flatbread for 2 points. 1 tablespoon of Miracle Whip. I was going to actually use mayonnaise, but mayonnaise is 4 points for 1 tablespoon. So I went with the Miracle Whip for 1 tablespoon. And on my tuna I have celery and lettuce. And I also have an apple on the side. 0 for my tea and water. And then I kind of want something a little salty, so I'm going to have 3 pretzel rods, which are 3 points. So it's a 7-point lunch. So I still have 20 points left for dinner. I think I'm going to have a salad with some turkey on it, with my low-fat dressing or yogurt dressing, and some cottage cheese for my dinner. So I'm going to stay within my points today. Okay, I thought I'd show you my prep for what I'm having for my dinner. I'm going to have a salad with a glass of iced tea, and I'm going to use this creamy roasted garlic dressing. And I've already prepped the stuff that I'm going to add to my salad. That's turkey and provolone and red onion and some croutons and my feta cheese. So once my salad is made, I'll let you see it. And there's the finished product. Looks so filling, doesn't it? I have 1 ounce or 2 ounces of turkey, smoked turkey breast for 1 point, 3 ounces of 3 points for 1 ounce of feta cheese, 3 points for half a cup of cottage cheese, 5 points for 1.5 ounces of provolone, 2 for 1/2 ounce of croutons, and 2 for the 3 tablespoons of the dressing, and 0 for my tea and water. It's a 16-point dinner, so I still have 4 points left for the day. I think I made some pretty good choices today. Okay, I'm going to end the video now. I have to tell you, tonight was the whole day. It was very hard for me today. All day long, I've wanted to eat. So much to the point that I almost got in the car and went to the store to get some fattening. I don't know what it was. I ate 3 meals today. That'll give you a clue. I usually don't eat 3 meals, especially the day before I got to get weighed in. I wanted to eat, and I can't think it's just those 2 cookies that I had last night. I really can't. I've been so good all week. Saturday I was bad. I told you I went to Big Boys and I had that hot fudge cake. But that was last Saturday. I don't know. I wanted to eat. Eat is all I wanted to do today. I did make healthy choices. You saw everything I put in my mouth today, I showed you. I've been drinking a lot of water. I just can't explain it. My body was just telling me today it wanted to eat. So thankfully I made healthy choices. I did have ice cream in the freezer left over from yesterday, which is my favorite, Rocky Road. So I pride myself in the fact that I didn't have any of the Rocky Road ice cream. And I'm going to move that ice cream out to the garage because I find that if the stuff is in the garage refrigerator, I don't like to make the extra effort to go out there to get it. Isn't that sad? It doesn't say it. Well, it says somewhat of how good I'm being, but it also says I'm lazy. But lazy in a good way, because if I went out there to get it, I'd get fat. So the Rocky Road's going out into the garage, definitely, because I can't be tempted by that. I've been tempted all day, and it's been calling me all day. It's been going, Sandy, 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 Sandy! But now the girls are going to come because they think I'm calling them. But I ignored her. I ignored that ice cream. And I'm really happy that I did. So we'll see how it goes tomorrow. So I'll see you guys in the morning.